Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for guitarlessons365.com. Today we're going to learn how to play Black or White by Michael Jackson. So we've got some fun little guitar licks in here. You know, this is usually associated with Slash playing this, but it wasn't actually Slash that played on the recording except at the very beginning of the recording. So these riffs, I forget the guy's name. I think it's like Bill Basil or something like that. But anyway, he did a lot of work with Michael Jackson, and we're gonna be learning his riffs. So now let's start here. Now what I'm doing is I'm kind of combining two parts. We have obviously a pretty substantial bass line going there, and there's some acoustic guitar overdubs of doing the big E chords and stuff. So what I did there, since the bass does sort of or the synth as well, to sort of an octave leap. So I just kind of started with that. Just the E on the A string there, so it's the 7th fret on the A string, down to the open E before we go into those actual triads. Alright, now you can just do 2 E's on the low E if it's easier. Or you can just play the original guitar part, which is just the chords. So whatever you want. So let's look at these chords real quick. We're going to be at the 11th fret on the D string. Now you're going to want to bar first the 9th fret across the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. So across the B, G, and the D. So bar your index finger across that, and then you're going to be able to just grab the 11th fret on the D, and then grab the 10th fret on the B. So you're going to strum those 3 strings. Just the B, G, and the D strings. Down, up, down, and then lift up those 2 fingers to just do the full bar at the 9th fret there across the G, across the B, G, and the D. So we have this. All right, second half of it is this. So that's basically moving the bar down to the 7th fret now across those same 3 strings, adding the 9th fret there on the G. So we have the 7th on the D, 9th on the G, and 7th on the B. So it's the same rhythm, down, up, down. And then I just grab that E again with my 3rd finger, my ring finger. I just go across the 9th fret, across the B, G, and the D. So we have this. And if you want to add that bass line, all right, then we get to the pre-chorus. That's just pretty much the verse there. When you get to the pre-chorus, it's pretty simple. It just comes and hits an A power chord a couple times. Just the open A string with the 2nd fret on the D and the G together. And then we're back to the main riff. And then the chorus, which is basically just coming down here to the B major chord here. So it's a 7th fret on the low E, 9 on the A, 9 on the D, and then you can add the 8th fret there on the G, and then the same thing at the 5th fret. You don't have to have that note on the G string. You just play them as power chords if you want. So sometimes I'll just go hit those 2 chords. Sometimes I'll go 7, 7, 5. So it's pretty easy to pick up. And then we're back to the main riff. All right, so the fun part of the song is the bridge. So we're gonna go into that right now. This has got more of a rock. It starts with just kind of a synth-driven thing, and then the guitar comes in and joins it, and it plays this riff. All right, and then we get some more synth work. All right, so let's learn that riff. So we're a muted low E string, a couple of up, down, up on the open low E. Then you can pull off 3 to 0, and then pull off 5 to 0. So we have this. And then back to 3-0 pull off. So we have this. Then we have kind of some muted. You can just mute the strings if you want. And you're gonna grab the old Hendrix chord. So now that's the 7th fret on the A string, 6th on the D, 7 on the G, and 8 on the B. Hit that a couple times. So that riff slow. Now we start the riff over again. Same thing, except it's coming and grabbing the Hendrix chord, the E dominant 7 sharp 9. You're gonna grab that A power chord we did earlier. So we have this. Then repeat all that. All right, so the only other part really we have, kind of in-depth guitar part, is during the little breakdown, the little rap section, the Macaulay Culkin rap section. So now that sounds like this. All right, so let's take a look at these chords first. We're gonna have the 12th fret on the G, 14th fret on the B, and the 15th fret on the high E string. So what I'm doing there is every time I'm hitting the strings, I'm releasing the pressure in the left hand. So it doesn't ring, it just, so I'm really killing the sound. So I'm kind of creating a down, up, down. So I'm kind of creating a nice little funky feel there. And then we're going to go to the 14th fret, bar across the 14th fret on the top 3 strings. And then the same thing at the 12th. I just use my 3rd finger to the index finger. So just repeat that. When you get to those, you don't do the staccato kind of muting like we did before. So it's just on this first chord. Repeat. So I'm going down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down. And that's just down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. All right, so we had that. All right, takes us back to the same thing in the song, same riff before. But at the end of the song, there's just a quick 2 chords right in the middle of the riff. And that's just the B major chord, the 2nd fret on the A string, borrow the 4th fret across the D, G, and the B to an open E major chord. And that ends the tune. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a fun one to play. I'll see you again soon for guitarlessons365.com.